Hello and welcome. Right, I've set the mower going. I haven't set the windrower straight away. I'm going to give him a bit of a head start, is what I was thinking. And then we'll crack straight into a time. It is quite amazing, it is true. I've all the way through FS22, I did used to set myself little goals on FS19 to see could I beat what I did the time before. And obviously some of it's dependent upon the map. There's always that. Some of it's dependent on slightly lucky breaks. There is an element of luck that you've hit the prices at the right time, or yeah, it is true that has an impact. And I do realise as well. I saw in editing, still not quite done that right. Yeah, there's a bit of that I didn't notice, but I did in editing. Yes, but overall I'm actually quite pleased with that because it's amazing how many different aspects you're playing around with when you level something. You don't think about the road, or you do think about the fence, or so. Overall, I think we didn't do badly. I thought it was bulky or something, but no, just slowing down because it's not a powerhouse. A wheel slip, really, and it's a flat field and it's in the range, which just make you wonder about I've done that on Western Wilds. So right, let's set you going. We need to grab the course, yeah, then I will carry on with what I'm saying. Yeah, or the other thing I am going to say is I apologise. It's amazing when you're not very well, you don't realise I was sniffling such a lot on that episode. I was like, oh, I hate that myself. I really do, but I just didn't know I was doing it. So again, probably I might be the same again today. I hope not, because I do hate it myself. Let's let that go, and we are going to crack on straight into times. Yeah, but let me just crack on what I was going to say, because this is my trouble. I like thinking, oh, let's just, yeah. On FS19 I used to compete. This is the first time on FS22 I felt that I've almost got a chance to sort of do as well as I used to do on FS22. Was we sort of like, why am I not moving? Let's say. Are you going to get a move on, or are you going to get caught? Yeah, that should be alright. Once he goes down there, I'm good to go. Oh, that's actually no, I'm alright then. Yeah. I've done it again, yeah. Say it's just instant when you're not very well, the sniffles. But you're not normally recording, are you? Whereas, just for my sanity, I've got to do something, because just to be cooped up in a room, it's... but yeah, what I'm really sort of trying to say before I go into the time-lapse is, I actually sort of felt for once we're about on par with where I would have expected us to be, and we've not got a BGA. So in a way, if and when we get a BGA, we might actually catch up, because you're going to have quite an influx of cash. But obviously the bad thing is it's going to stunt growth straight away. But then again, you've got more fields to work on. I mean, you have more fields. The other thing isn't how long a session is and how long you've got to do that. Because what I used to do before was just expand, cut. And I've got to be honest, I did it a terrible way on FS19. I used to cut every day, every month. Whereas it did take me, mind you, I think it was slightly different on FS19. To get that additional percentage, you had to go silly. So I think on FS22, it's obviously it gets better at the second growth stage, and then it's fully grown by third growth stage, and you can actually physically see the difference. So you know that is the best time to cut it, because it's thicker grass. Whereas FS19 I think was different, so I might have had a point. Whereas it's easy to look back and think, oh no, I got it wrong. But yeah, bottom line is, I did used to cut more often. This time we only cut 3 times a year if we're lucky. It depends on that first growth stage. Sometimes, yeah, if you have to cut too late in the year, then it's not going to grow first, early enough in the year to get 3. You might do 3 one year and 2 the next. The other thing is, I don't like to stay on grass, because I do realise, so what I normally used to do on FS19, one minute you was going to actually wait. But no. This is what I'm saying. Horseplay, it's supposed to like look out for one another, but it doesn't really. It's a little bit. Yeah, I know this, which is why I had that wry laugh when I said, "Oh no, it should be fine." I thought, really? Honestly, it should be fine. We have seen disasters of monumental proportions all too often. That one would have been quite bad. I mean, it was getting bad, but yeah, we intervened. That's right. Yeah. So basically, what I'm saying is, I do actually sort of feel quite confident in a way. Although, as I said, it's still different. But then again, in some ways, is there an advantage to FS22 in so much as this is proper productions? It's different to FS19. This has got a that side of it is definitely better than FS19. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward really to seeing how this actually develops. But I've got to treat it properly and I've got to do everything right. Yeah, I've got to. I'm going to actually. Yeah, I'm going to have to be timing this perfectly, or you're going to block me. Smashing. Yeah, so I'm going to go into a town that's now, so I've got both fields to do. But it is true, what I'm going to do is what I would have done in FS19, which is we're just going to buy fields, yeah, and do the digestate and just like roll. If we can afford another field, we're going to grab another field. Obviously, as I was just saying also, the limitations are always on the map as well. Yeah, it's what fields are around you and all the rest of it. If there are crops in the field, or if there's a field empty, you can still make grass. But then you've got the growing thing. So often on FS19, I was fully aware that if you bought an AI grass field, it usually hadn't been cut. And that... yeah, I agree. My bad. It's because you always seem to have more pushing power than the AI, although I don't know, I seem to be struggling just as much as they did. Yes, I'm interested to see how well the SR Vertex tractor does. It was actually the 30 grand one. I noticed in editing, I noticed that I could see the orange wheels, not the white ones, so I thought, well, it's a very easy way to do this. We just, if we don't get clocked, we'll just do that. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Wow, that was just a total... Seriously? Right, okay, let's finish the bailing off. Oh, no, that's not. No. This is where we use the power of our team to our advantage. In fact, we need him. It'd be probably better anyway if this does get a chance to... In fact, we could probably swap roles. Because although the bigger tractors obviously... no, that's quite a low horsepower. We could swap out... yeah, I could take over the baler and also leave the big tractor to do the windrow, and even though it's a bit meaning, well, it's a tractor. It is. I've got to get over that type of thing. It's a tractor. It's got a job to do, so we'll do the job. Right. So then let's. Yeah, I'm going to go into a time lapse. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. So yeah, we're going to literally. Oh, now this is a hilly field. This may struggle a little. I doubt it won't do it. What is the field number? Well, actually, plot number for these. Yeah. So 26. Yes, well, I suppose that... Now, this is one thing that I do understand why you've got plot numbers, because they're just green fields otherwise. So, right, yeah, I think 3. It's a bit thin. Ooh, no, yeah, it's not too bad. It's just those horrible little things there. 26, save course, activate 6.8 meters. Yeah, we shall see whether this actually gets a blocked, because it's not got the power to carry on. So let's just finish this, and then by the time we finish this, I think we'll be able, it depends on how slow the Zeta is going to be on the cuts. I think we need it to finish, so in some ways it might be a good idea that it gets a bit of a head start. We might have to swap this to do the mowing, and that's to do the windrowing, because the windrowing is a lot later. Yeah, so we'll have to play tactics. Right, and on that score, I am going to say my words, and we're going to go into that time lapse. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, while we're chatting, I'm leaving him trundling. I'm not expecting to finish that though. I'm not obviously rushing time. I knew I was, at one point I was thinking, you're going to have to leave this till tomorrow. I thought, well, there's a few options that we could lease, really. I thought I was a flying animal then. Oh, seriously? Oh, I thought he'd been blocked or something. Yeah, it's a cracking little 6 metre. It's a bit around the edges, or if it turns, doesn't always get all the stones. But again, a little bit like the I did a test yesterday with the picking, the actual picking pack doesn't work with all big bags. So to me, the actual tool itself, I'll never use it. I tested it again, and well, I'll never use it unless the modder fixes it, because it's not a big bag handler. If it doesn't handle all big bags, it only handles some. So I thought, well, I've tested it, but will I get rid of the picking pack? Absolutely not. It's got the best seed prices of any other pack, so for that alone, and so's that. I love to say the modder's name actually for that roller. Blend Art. I thought there was two. It was a Kolchovsnik or something, but yeah, a Blend Art anyway. It is a cracking little thing. Not quite perfect, but it's good. I mean, and yeah, it's a bit like any tool. If it's like got foibles, but you know what they are, you can do it depending on the scope and scale. I mean, there was that fantastic. Well, it was about 3 things in one. It was just not quite. It was a bit glitchy. I had to take that out, but it would have been a game changer had it been done a little bit better. Yeah, and it was never fixed by the modder. I can't remember what it was called. It was a Forschritz T something. That's a bit weird there, that bit. I think we're going to have to try and I think we did have a go, but yeah, it's a real dimmock. Yeah, right there, right where I am. It might not let me do it. Yeah, I think it was there. Still seems to be. Yeah, sort of lowering the rest of the field. While we've got this out, let's just do a little bit of trying to fix that. It does seem a bit, yeah, I know, actually, let's soften this bit here. Oh, got to be careful about the row. Oh, yeah. Let's do it smaller. Yeah, it's because of the fence is what I'm worried about. If we just sort of do that like that. Did I do any damage? Oh, I did. Yeah, even that little tiny bit. So I say it's weird, but oh, is that the smallest? It is, and yeah, you no matter how you try and feather that, this tool is a bit of a beast. Now then, I did well with this. I thought yesterday you've got to literally go in the road. Yeah, and then a little tiny bit of feathery smoothing. I don't think that's too bad. No, we're going to need to leave it alone. Really, you could do with levelling, but it's already level to that extent, and if I level, that's what damage we did. We built that back up. It's always going to look a bit odd, always. So I think what it is about time. Oh, we've got the cobbles. Yeah, Kalle often does that with got the beautiful things. I know we're pretty skint, but you know, we can afford a little bit of this. Sometimes you just got to do these things. It's just, yeah, what we're going to do this. Asphalt. Sorry for the silence, concentrating. Smash him. Yeah, I would like to do. Oh, that's still floaty as well. It's because when I place the tent. Right. Painting. I think cobbles. we had a little bit of luxury built just especially for our little tent. Well, actually, I'm not sure that would be a good idea. I think soft grass under you would be a little bit better than harsh cobbles, but hey-ho. The idea was... nice idea, luxury, but I'm not quite sure it would actually work as luxury in real life. I think that would be a bit of agony, but hey-ho. We've done it now. Still not quite right, that. The trouble is I can't do anything about it. I can't level it, so it'll do some damage. So yeah. I've not. Oh, I'm glad we saw that. Yeah, I think that was the only setting I didn't actually play around with. Right, so yeah, we've not. Oh, a bit of loam at the top. Excellent. Oh, we did know it got a tiny touch of a bonus, quite a good bonus. Wow. 79 and 52, so not bad. Yeah, well, obviously why is... oh, it's because it's darker. Yep, surely though, it's not that long ago since we've done it. We've not been here a year yet. Yeah, now that's obviously gone bad, whereas that's still... well, if I just show you, pH value good, nitrogen okay. So we do need to do this. I was determined I wasn't going to do everything in one session. I knew I wasn't going to do it. I knew it was going to be way too much. I'm actually surprised that the rolling is an added bonus while I'm chatting to you. pH value good, nitrogen okay. So yeah, actually both are passable, though I would never leave them in that state. It is our main business, our only business. I mean, this is the base of our business, so if you don't treat that well, can't expect to do well, can you really? Now then, let's have a look and see. Oh, I do like that actually. Yeah, it hides the fact it rolls up a little bit and it's a bit uneven, but yeah, let's have a look. How much grass from the 2 fields did we do? Yeah, I did need the second way, even for... right, let's yeah, we don't want that, we want that. Yeah, oh, 109 tonnes. So actually, for saying that was a bit... oh no, it's done some already as well. Yeah, it's actually done some grass to silage. It's ticking up nicely, so it could have been about as high as 112 tonnes or something like that. So still good. Obviously, that's going to do the digestate. There's plenty of water in there. Yeah, it's already got some digestate, and that's going to distribute across. And our business is going to start to tick up again once that goes across. So I'm not speeding time up because next session we are going to do the fertiliser and lambing, and then we are going to go into... couldn't we actually... oh, to be honest, I think that was it. But I'll let that the roller finish, because it's going to finish, and my money's going to be slightly lower than that. So it's just good to see what he's got left to do. Yeah, because I just wanted to show you the grass and everything, so you could see... oh, actually, it's nearly done. I think we'll take over ourselves. Yeah, because he'll faff around with turnarounds, and there's not always stones everywhere, so sometimes you can sort of like sneak across and don't do all of the lines. Because after all, this doesn't need rolling in the traditional sense. I'm only rolling to squidge the stones because I don't like stones in a grass field. This wasn't really necessary. It doesn't need rolling. Well, I've got the mod on that only wants the crops that would be, which I think are mainly cereal crops, to be rolled. All those other crops that don't need rolling, I've got that mod that says don't roll unless you need to roll. Oh, there's one. Ah, there it is, I see it. Yeah, there's one down at the bottom. So we'll grab these. And then next session, all it is the fertiliser and liming. So, yeah, to be honest, I'm quite very nicely surprised by the humongous amount of work we have actually done this session. Now, I forgot. It's both slow to go down and very slow to fold and unfold. But again, it's a cracking, absolutely amazing mod for under £2,000. Yeah, it's got its foibles. You'd expect that. You're not spending Mack trucker money or like the big Dalbo, or when I say the big, I mean the 12-metre Dalbo. 40 odd grand. We're not talking that. We're talking plain Jane, ordinary rollers that do the job. I mean, there's that nice set, 12-metre set for 25 grand from Bernie SCS, another one of my favourite modders. Yeah, that should be, I think I told it to fold. There, that's it. Yeah, it's a little slow on that, but I don't always go for this. I like the 12-metre, even on these type of fields. But when your back's against the wall and you've only got like less than 8 grand, to be honest, this is the start from scratch, and this is the levels you sometimes have to go at the beginning, because you've got nada. You start with, I mean, when I say nada, yeah, you've got a little bit more than nothing. But we can probably stick that in front of the production shed. We do still need to get some of our own stones for lime, and for lime, that is true. There's nowhere for me to stick it. Yeah, should have really left this at the other field. I suppose I could sort of stick it on the edge there, and we would cover it in real life. This is just, I hate to double stacking tools with a passion. I just think it's so, and yeah, don't get me wrong, I am going to say this, I did think of it earlier. I thought, it is true, why do farmers do it? I thought, because I can't always afford another shed, or there's no room on the farmyard, so you've got no choice but to do that. So it's not always as simple as I make out. Of course, I'm quite sure if those farmers had more room, that they too would not wish to make their lives harder, like most of us. You'd want to make it, but efficiency, although a brilliant drive in a game, like now, we are limited by our funds, and that was what reminded me, really. It was when I was low on my cash, I thought, well, that's why farmers do double stacking and things, and they've only got one. I remember seeing Dagoin do it on No Man's Land, and I used to think, oh my life, you've got like 30 tools in that shed, and you're having to like pick 3 out and drop one back in and then grab another one out. And I thought, I've got to admire his tenacity, because it was very, very true to life. It's the only shed he'd got, and he was prepared to go to that length like you would have to do in real life. So hat off to it, really. But it doesn't mean to say you don't always understand these things, do you? That's what I'm saying. At the time I was like, but right now, when you do think of the reality of the situation, there is a real reason for it. Right, so then I am going to sign out, and we'll get the fertiliser and lime done next session, and we shall literally watch the grass grow. Yeah, we shall. And also, not just that, we shall see our cash. I know, I really do wish we could have that, but it's a thing of dreams. It is. And that's the biggie as well, the Giants one. Oh no, that one. Yeah, do love the. I'd say I had the pleasure of having the Smetty one. I'm sure it is in large tractors. I would imagine, because of that though, that it's also got its own set of backs, or does it use the ones for the saddle track? Yeah, it's another cracking modder. Yes, Caesarius modding as well. I always want to say Sid modding, and I'm always going to say Sid modding, but I know it's SIID modding really, but yeah, it's easy to say. And you've not got all day. So Caesarius modding, Mac Trucker, actually Forston, I can't say your name, Smetty, this one. Yeah, Smetty, and again, I don't know if you did notice, but Smetty is the creator of the Little Zeta. Yeah, so Smetty is another modder that I've not always noticed, as in that our paths have crossed, and he's looked after me with his mods on quite a number of occasions. Yeah, I think, if I remember rightly, that's like a fifth wheel. I'm sure you can put lorry backs on it, but don't quote me on it. But yeah, and it's it's still not going to say expensive. What I mean is it's pretty much on par with that one. I mean, the one that I paid about 200 grand for that one on one of the Let's Plays in the sales. Obviously, if you go for the saddle track in this, the new one, Yeah, I won't say the real, because that is real. I think it'll be at the beginning, won't it? Because it's Giants. Yeah, I'm sure. I love that one as well. That's a beautiful little by Bar. I'd never heard of that modder, but I've got to be honest. Yeah, I didn't have high expectations on. Is it Lost World? I think it was. I didn't, but I was blown away with it. It was cracking, really good. So Bartek Cosmos, if they're going to release any more mods, I'm going to definitely be in the queue, because I've not tried that one yet. I've seen it in the sales because of the colours a few times, but I never actually had the 394. So actually, yeah, the Giants one isn't an awful lot more. Well, I suppose, yeah, it's only going to be a few years old, isn't it? So the range doesn't get like lose all value. I mean, that is one of the really good sort of value thing. Anyway, yeah, this is me signing out. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you can stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.